Hello and welcome to the latest in our series of videos about easily confused words. And today we're going to look at all together, two separate words, versus all together, one word. So firstly, all together, two separate words. A-L-L, new word T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. This means everyone at the same time. So some examples. To move this heavy rock, we need to push all together at the same time. Second example, when the choir starts singing, it sounds much better if we start all together at the same time. When the rain started, the group 1 students left one by one, but the group 2 students left all together. So S.A. and his 2 siblings slept all together in the same bed. When it's time for everyone to sing at the same time, the leader of a choir or group often says, all together now. There is even a music festival in Ireland every year called the All Together Now Festival. Because there are two separate words, sometimes you can put a word or two words between them. So, for example, the school was so busy it was hard to get all the students together in the same place. So the students is in between all and together. It would also be good English to say the school was so busy it was hard to get the students all together in the same place. So you don't have to put it in the middle. The word or words you put in between is sometimes a noun, which is the thing that you're talking about. So a library is a place where they keep all the books, noun, together. For exams, the teachers put all the students, noun, together in one room. But you can also put the verb in between the two words. In the example earlier, we said, to move this heavy rock, we need to push all together at the same time. You could also say, to move this heavy rock, we need to all push together at the same time, with the verb push in between all and together. In the other example earlier, we said, when the choir starts singing, it sounds much better if we start all together at the same time. You could also say, when the choir starts singing, it sounds much better if we all start together at the same time, with the verb start in between all and together. Okay, now the other word, all together, one word. The first thing to notice is that when it is one word, there's only one letter L. Altogether, Altogether is correct. Altogether, Alltogether is wrong. So altogether, one word, this means completely. So if you say he couldn't start his computer, it was altogether useless, you mean there was no hope of ever making it work again. If it was broken, but the screen kept flashing on and off every few seconds, you wouldn't say it was altogether broken, because maybe it can be fixed. The new football coach had altogether different ideas than the old one. Completely different. The way that President Biden and President Trump behaved as the leader of the USA was altogether different. You can also use altogether to mean the same as in conclusion or after considering everything before you decide. So an example of this, I have listened to both sides of the debate whether our village should build a new school or a doctor's clinic, and altogether I think a school would be better. Using it like this, you can often say taking it all together or looking at it all together. So, for example, it is true that Barack Obama made some mistakes, but looking at his presidency altogether, which means after considering everything, he did a good job. Another example. The rainy season this year was extremely wet, but taking 2025 altogether, meaning after considering everything, compared with 2024, it was much drier. It can be used as a way to say that you know that some people will not agree and have different opinions, but you don't think they are right. So, for example, some economists think tariffs are a good idea, but looking at it altogether, most economists say they are not. People use the negative, not altogether, to avoid hurting the feelings of people they don't agree with, or people whose ideas they are not going to follow. So, for example, you are not altogether wrong when you say climate change is natural. Some of it is natural, but a lot of research shows that most of it is man made. And one last use of altogether, and this is a very informal way of talking. In the altogether means naked, in the nude, or not having any clothes on. So, for example, my landlady came to my house to collect the rent. When she unlocked the door, I had just taken a bath and I was standing there in the altogether. Very embarrassing. Okay, correct or not correct? We couldn't find what we wanted at the market, but we bought some other things, so it wasn't altogether a waste of time. And the answer, correct. Altogether, one word. When I say 3, I want you to lift all together. And the answer, correct. Altogether, 2 words. I've listened to what Group 1 said and to what Group 2 said, and altogether, I think Group 2 is correct. And the answer this time is not correct. It should be, and altogether, 1 word, not 2 words. I think Group 2 is correct. Your answer is not altogether wrong, but you left out some important points. And this time, it is not correct. So it should be your answer is not altogether wrong, altogether 1 word. In a race, it's important that the runners start all together. That one is not correct. It should be, it's important that the runners start all together, 2 separate words, meaning at the same time. In a race, it's important that all the runners start together. And the answer this time, correct. All they've done is they've put the words the runners start in between all and together. Do you know this song? Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. And that is spelt with altogether 1 word each time. And the answer is, that is correct.
Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, also highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all for love's sake became Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
And this is the end, my friend. See you next time.